Hello friends, welcome to my channel, myself Parag Jambulkar. In last video, we have discussed about different data structures in Java. So already we have seen enumeration. Enumeration is not in data structure, but it is used to retrieve elements from the other data structure. Enumeration is implemented by an interface. Bitset is in data structure. It is implemented by a class and it is used to save data in terms of bits. Vector is in data structure. It is implemented by a class. It is just like an array, but difference between vector and array is array has a fixed size, while vector is also called as a dynamic array. In the sense, you can add any number of elements in vector, and when you are adding elements in the vector, it get incremented automatically. Its capacity get incremented automatically. In this video, we will discuss about stacked data structure. So stack basically it follows last in first out principle. In the sense, if you add the elements and when you have to remove any element from that stack, so it remove the element which is recently added. That's why we call it last in first out. The element which is recently added is get removed first. If you want to implement stack in C language or C++ language, so we have to define one array and also we have to define one more integer or one more variable which indicates top of the stack. So to implement stack in C language or C++ language, we require one array and one integer which indicates top. If you want to implement stack in Java language, so already one class is defined. If you search on Google, if you type Java and stack, and so you'll go to the official website of Java language, that is the docs.oracle.com. So here you will find stack is a class and it is already defined in Java library. So it is present in java.util package. In the sense, Java is a package, inside that there is a utils package. And these are every classes in Java language. This is the common class which is inherited in all the classes, and these are the parent classes. Even vector is a parent class for stack. In the sense, whatever the methods are defined for vector class, that can also be used for stack class. Here you can find all the methods or operations which you can perform on stack data structure. So mostly we perform two operations. One is a push and another is pop. So push in the sense we are adding element into the stack. Pop in the sense we remove the topmost element of stack. Along with these two operations are two methods. Again some methods are provided. So empty, it returns boolean value in the sense true or false. So it will check whether our stack is empty or not. Pick is just similar to pop, but pop what it does, it removes the topmost element and it returns what that element it has removed. But pick just return what is elements present at the top of the stack. Also there is one more method called as search. Search returns the distance from the topmost element. If you open it, we will come to know. Search method returns the distance from the top of the stack. If you search topmost element, so it will return 1. If you search second topmost element, then it will return 2. If you search third from the topmost element, so it will return 3. And if that element is not present in stack, so it will return -1. Mostly we use push and pop method of stack. So we'll see example for that. Now look at this. So we are going to use stack class. Stack class is given by java.util package. In the sense, Java is a package, inside that there is a util package. And mostly we will use these two methods. Push for adding elements in stack and pop to retrieve the topmost element inside stack, and also it will remove the topmost element from the stack. Just we will run this program. Java C for compilation. And to run. So initially stack was empty, so we have printed stack, so we got empty stack here. Then we have pushed 42, so and after that we have printed stack, so we got 42. Then we have pushed 66, so now it's 42 comma 66. Then we have pushed 99, and then we are popping it. So when we are popping, it will return the topmost element, and also it will remove from the stack. So one time we have called pop method, so it will return 99 and it will also remove topmost element from the stack. So 99 is removed. Then again we have called pop method, so it has removed this 66, and again we have called pop method, so it has removed 42. So at the end, when we print contents of the stack, so it is showing empty stack. Now see, suppose again you are popping from the stack. Now we'll check it. So we'll compile it and then we are running it. Here it is showing empty stack exception. That means stack is empty. So we need to handle that exception. So here we will add this statement in try block. And also we will write catch block to handle this exception. So we got empty stack exception. I will write some body for that or some statement for that. So here we are printing message empty stack. So again we will rerun this program. So we have compiled it. Now we are running it. So we have added some elements, then we have popped it when stack was empty, and again we tried to pop element from the stack. So we have given this message. So instead of getting some exception, we have printed our own message, that is stack is empty. So in this way we can use stack data structure in Java language. So for that already class is defined in Java library, and that package or class you will get in java.util package. So friends, I hope you like this video. If yes, then click on like, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to press bell icon so that you will get notifications of my next video. So stay connected. Thank you.